We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. A good matchup here for you tonight between the San Diego Padres and the Miami Marlins. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Josh Johnson is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr., and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For San Diego, the shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
Temperature at first pitch. There it is, 79 degrees as we get things started tonight. And this one finds the corner for strike 1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now. Pitch on the way. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
In now, Adrian Gonzalez, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Tatis on at first, nobody out. A ball and a strike to the Padres first baseman. Johnson has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
The third baseman, Ken Kaminsky.
Into the box, Ken Kaminsky, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, and he missed with a breaking ball up there, and that's a mistake he won't get away with, as this ball is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, and they take the lead.
Into the box, Greg Vaughn, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He'll step in here at 275. 14 homers and 33 driven in. Fastball well outside.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
2-1 the count. Bases are empty, one man out. 3-1 to the Padres left fielder.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Here's Will Myers, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. The 1-0 home.
Whoa, that's down.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 San Diego. Dave Roberts, an Ohio-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, everyone knows he's one of the game's elite pitchers, so if you like good pitching, you're in for a real treat. Not many other guys compare, and the thing I enjoy the most about him is the confidence that he exudes when he's out there. Trust me, he doesn't lack it, and the opposing hitters, they feel it when they're standing in the box against him.
So striding in, Hanley Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. Reynolds is going to get under this one as he puts it away in front of the big wall for the out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Dan Ugla.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Dan Ugla batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch coming. Here it is.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
1 out, nobody on. To the left side, but it's well foul. Here now the 2-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm this guy up right now, he's the guy that's got to beat me.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Charles Johnson. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Now the 1-1 pitch.
That's ball 2. Count is 2-1.
Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Runners on first with one down. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Swing and a looper to left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
So now to the plate, Cliff Floyd.
As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play.
And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Swing and a miss now as Floyd finds himself in an 0-2 hole. Working for the punch out and the offering. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Preston Wilson, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Two men are on with 2 men out. Hard hit toward the hole. Fielded cleanly, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the power hitting catcher, Benito Santiago.
Benito Santiago.
Here's the first pitch to him. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Scooped up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting 7th, the center fielder, Kevin Reynolds.
Stepping in, Kevin Reynolds. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball one, no strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Hey!
Bases are empty, one man out. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And that's the second out. At the plate, Mark Loretta. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. And they go away here. It's a called strike, 0-2.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Padres down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Mike Lowell.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The pitch. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Reynolds is right there, one down.
Batting center, the center fielder, Juan Pierre.
Coming to the plate now, Juan Pierre, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch of the at-bat. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Into the box now, Jeff Conine, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A 1-0 delivery. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. The next 3-2. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Josh Johnson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Has a look, now the pitch.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
2 out with the man at first. Three and 0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
That one's in there. 3-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Right on that pitch that time as he wraps it into center field, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Hey, nice job all around right there. He's able to get a head start, full count, 2 outs. You know he's going right there. Batter didn't come out of his zone, no. Drove a nice single into the outfield. Now we got runners on first and third.
Standing in now, Hanley Ramirez. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Behind 0-2 now. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger and the side is retired. Marlins strand a pair. They trail things here 2-0. Standing in, Dave Roberts. 9-1-2 due up.
Dave Roberts.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
Ready for another chance? Fernando Tatis Jr. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. First pitch on its way. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Tatis is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is taken. That's ball 1. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. One out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. And there's out number 2. Digging in, Adrian Gonzalez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Ken Kaminsky. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, a 2-out single isn't all that bad, but it can be when you've got this part of the lineup coming up.
Here comes the 0-1.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
The 1-2. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
That's just an excellent job by the batter right there. 3 pitches on the outer half of the zone. Didn't try and do too much. Kept the front hip in. Kept the front shoulder in. Played with the opposite side of the field. Quality AB.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And Pierre has it. The inning is over. Padres leave a pair. They're up 2-0. Up next from Miami, Dan Ugla. He drew a walk his first time up.
The second baseman, Dan Ugla.
Now the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Reynolds has it, and it's a quick out, number 1.
The batter.
Riding in once again, Charles Johnson. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here's the veteran left fielder Cliff Floyd. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a swing, and oh man! Here. A solo home run for Cliff Floyd. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Marlins have made this a 2-1 game.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
the plate now, Preston Wilson. A swing and let the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 2 out, nobody on. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the 3rd frame will continue. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Marlins able to draw just a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. We played 3 full. It's the Padres 2 and the Marlins 1. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Will Myers is set to lead things off. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Ready now, Benito Santiago. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Fastball well outside. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Now the 2-1. Here's another 2-2. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Now at the plate, Kevin Reynolds. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll 2.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
You know, I kind of see why his ERA is so high coming into this one. He's just putting these guys in too many good hitters counts. That'll catch up with you real quick.
And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. Johnson with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down.
Now at second base.
Digging in now, Mark Loretta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's inside.
Here's the 1-0.
Ball. No strike.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Floyd is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Padres lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Mike Lowell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Mike Lowell.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Now the 1-0.
Ball. That's out.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, center fielder, Juan Pierre.
At the plate now, Juan Pierre. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And they take the lead. It's gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season as the Marlins move out in front now 3-2.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Stepping in now Jeff Conine.
The first baseman.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got the average of 285 here to start play. 11 home runs and 22 RBIs. The 1-0. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now here's the pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Josh Johnson. He reached on a single in his first try. Pitch on the way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Here it comes. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Now here's the pitch. fouled off. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
The batter, number 2.
Digging in once again, Hanley Ramirez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way.
1-0.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. We played 4, and Miami has taken a 3-2 lead. Leading off the inning, Dave Roberts, and they'll need him to get something going here. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Great mid-AB adjustment right there. Swung at the first high fastball and was able to take the second one.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Wilson is in his tracks now, and he's got it for the first out. Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping up now, Adrian Gonzalez. First pitch on its way. Lays off 1-0. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors in the ballgame for the Padres. A bouncer up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Still a 3-2 ball game. Now at the plate, Dan Uggla.
Leading off for the Marlins, the second baseman, Dan Uggla.
First pitch of the at-bat. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
The 1-2 is a breaking ball that can't find the zone, and it's even at 2. Hot shot on the ground is short. He's right there. And a good throw gets him, 1 gone.
Now batter.
So digging in now, Charles Johnson. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Slapped hard the opposite way. Myers is there. 2 down.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Digging in and looking for more, Cliff Floyd. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
High in the air out to center field. Reynolds is camped under this one, and that will retire the side. Miami down in order, but they still lead it 3-2. Now batting, Ken Kaminsky. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Pitch on the way. 0-1 the count. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 0-2 once more. There's a slider taken for a ball.
That was a nasty sweeping slider right there. If he was able to just catch the back door a little bit, he would have picked up that backwards K.
The 1-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back is Floyd, but this is off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning as he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign. Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So as he departs, he can't lose this ball game, but he is responsible for the runner at second, meaning it'd be a no decision if that run comes across to score. Carl Pavano takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
45, Carl Pavano.
At the plate, Greg Vaughn, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Pierre moving for it to the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. Kaminsky blows through the stop sign, headed for home, and he's safe at the plate. We are knotted at 3.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long fly out. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
So here's Will Myers. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Fastball called for strike 2.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team to lead.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The catcher, number 9.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Benito Santiago. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
A man at third with 1 away. Still 1-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
So coming to the plate, Kevin Reynolds. He's set. Here it comes.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. 2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The 2-0 on the way.
If he concedes the walk here, he's in real trouble of giving up a big inning. It's not all that bad yet, but dealing with the bases loaded will make it pretty tough to wiggle out of.
Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 9 on the year, and it's now 6-3.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Alvarez takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 37.
So now to the plate, Mark Loretta. High in the air out to center field. Pierre is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Dave Roberts. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. First offering on its way. Fouled away. Four runs here in this half inning. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Padres 6 and the Marlins 3. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Preston Wilson. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the white rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
In now, Mike Lowell, as the first pitch here's a bit high. It's ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Juan Pierre, and it seems like maybe they're starting to get to the guy on the mound a bit now.
Yeah, that could be a sign that he's starting to wear down a little bit, Matt. The first thing to go when you're getting tired is usually your command. So even if you're throwing strikes, they might be a little bit more hittable than they were earlier in the game.
All right, something to keep an eye on if he remains in the game much longer. And this is low, ball 1. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Lifted into center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run is in to score from third. It's now a 6-4 ball game.
That was a good controlled swing out of him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Here comes the Padre manager up out of the dugout heading for the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one. Andrew Kashner, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Number 34, Andrew Kashner.
Jeff Conine will be his first assignment down to the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Conine has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 1-0 delivery. And he won't bite at that point either. It's 2-0.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? takes two really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. And a relay home. And he will score on a close play at the plate, and that'll make it a little more interesting now. It's 6-5.
Hey, that's not a bad first milestone. 100th career RBI, Dero.
Yeah, after your first original knockdown, probably for you, your first strikeout, your first bomb, you want to start putting some zeros on the back end of these numbers. 100th ribby, nice milestone right there.
Gary Sheffield.
Swung out and missed that time. It's 0-1. Still only one out in the inning. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Too high. Ball 3. Hanley Ramirez is on deck. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 13 for him on the year as they move out in front 7-6. We're watching an impressive power display today. With that one, these two teams have now hit a combined 5 homers in this game.
Matty V, this is turning into Home Run Derby Part 2. Dero, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Hanley Ramirez is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball.
Cashner, or just Cash for short. He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit in the air to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 6.
Stepping up to the plate, Dan Ugla. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 3.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The 3-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So they score 4 times on 4 base hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Marlins 7 and the Friars 6. Willis is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 35.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and up steps the big bat of Fernando Tatis Jr.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2.
I know he fouled that pitch off right there, but he was definitely out in front. He was cheating to a heater, no question about it.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Standing in now, Adrian Gonzalez, fouled off. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
At the plate now, Ken Kaminsky, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. That evens it up 1-1. Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. Strike 2 taken. A fastball that clips the inside black. Here now the 2-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Ugla waits on it. And that's the 3rd out. Padres down in order. Trying to hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Chris Young gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 32, Chris Young.
Last half of the 7th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Charles Johnson.
The catcher, Charles Johnson.
Now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
He got a swing and a miss on that last pitch, but that's not the location he wants to live in against a hitter of this quality.
And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1-0.
Outside, 2-1. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher. Line to the right side, but foul. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And this one is gone. A home run. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And it's now an 8-6 ball game. Cliff Floyd will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. First pitch coming, here it is. Strike taken up in the zone.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
That's over, put low. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. The throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
Stepping in now, Preston Wilson, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here comes the 1-0. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Those are just 2 great takes right there. Those are pretty good pitches. Sliders down the way, both of them. Just off the plate. Couldn't get the batter to fish.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Mike Lowell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set, and the pitch. The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. And there are two away now. Digging in, Juan Pierre. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch of the at-bat. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. Men on third with 2 down. Softly hit here to the left side, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the Marlins 8 and the Friars 6. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Steve Cishek is in out of the bullpen now, as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Brian Anderson will also come on now, as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 15.
Leading off the inning, Greg Vaughn, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Cishek was born in Massachusetts. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well, as he's behind 0-2 now. Cishek was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander to 1-2 now. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Digging in, Will Myers. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Well off the inside that time, as the sinker misses for a ball.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
The 1-2.
Shoots this one over to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Wow, I'm not sure how, but it looks like he didn't even touch this thing. Might have been thinking about throwing the ball before he actually caught it. The game moves fast, but you have to do one thing at a time.
Runner at first following the error. And next to hit is the catcher, Benito Santiago. From the stretch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Runners on first with one down. A bouncer to the left side. And that's through for a hit.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
At the plate, Kevin Reynolds, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Has a look, now the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. And this will get by him at third, down the line. It's a fair ball. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now an 8-7 ball game.
Boy, talking about having a game, D-Row, with that knock right there, his 4th RBI of this game.
Yeah, you put your key in the ignition to drive home after this one. You got a nice smile on your face as you check out the rearview mirror. 4 ribeye steaks does not happen often.
Stepping into the box, Mark Loretta. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Taking another look at it, the ball has some topspin on it, but he's on the full run and dives to make the catch. Nice defensive play right there.
George Hendrick will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 20, George Hendrick.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. That just misses off the inside for ball one. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Padres able to pick up 1 on a couple of hits. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Marlins 8 and the Padres 7. Drew Pomeranz is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 13, Drew Pomeranz.
Now in the box, Jeff Conine, a hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame.
Jeff Conine.
First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's his back.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Brian.
Settling in now, Brian Anderson. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Action now in the Padre bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's getting loose out there. 1 out, nobody on. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Ready on 1 and 2. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reynolds is there, 2 gone. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Hanley Ramirez struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. In there, no balls and a strike.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
1 and 1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. 2 out, nobody on. 1 and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2 and 2. And he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Throwing to second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. It's the Marlins 8 and the Padres 7. Kyle Berklaw comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Kyle Berklaw. Leading off with the Padres, the shortstop.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled off. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1 and 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-2. Takes this the other way to right. Wilson is there to put it away for out number 1.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
So striding forward now, Adrian Gonzalez. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Berklaw, or Bear for short. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Two and 0, here it is. Line toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
Into the box, Ken Kaminsky, as he'll take a look at ball one. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. A ball and a strike. Two and one. On the ground to short. Could this be two? To second for one. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the ninth, but that's where the threat ended as they turned a double play to finish this one once and for all.
A one-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The Fish rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Alvarez gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Kyle Bearclaw hammers down the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 8 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. For the Padres, 7 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.